Hey, Max here, and I got a hot topic to talk to you. Movie, Star Wars, J.J. Abrams. Well, maybe not fans of J.J. Abrams, but Steven Spielberg fans. We're going to talk about all that. And the idea of this hot topic is based on Steven Spielberg's recent comments. Has Hollywood movie bubble burst? I think it has. I think we're never going to get back to where we were, and I think that's kind of a good thing. Now, all this junk with Star Wars is just the tipping point. Hollywood needs to learn if they're going to survive. And these comments show they haven't learned anything. They're oblivious. Let's show them they need to learn. But first, let's get to the warning. Warning! This video contains rumors, speculation, strong opinions, and a Mad Max. And I'm mad because I am a fan of Steven Spielberg, but he just doesn't get it, just like the rest of Hollywood elite. Spielberg comments, and Mick Spielberg, Jar Jar, Abrams Jr. Steven Spielberg Jr. Episode 9. He has a script ready, but what movie can he copy? I think he has some talent, but a lot of his talent comes from copying things that already exist. Copying nostalgia, exploiting Steven Spielberg. Look how many movies he's done that are just homages to what Steven Spielberg's done. What has he created that's wholly original? I can't think of anything. It's all something that's come before, and it's just beat for beat things that have come before. I've been wanting to do a J.J. Abrams Star Wars Episode 9 video for a while now, and I think it's a perfect time with Steven Spielberg's recent comment. And I have mad respect for Steven Spielberg. He has made some of my favorite all-time movies. But this is where this hot topic is going, because I completely disagree with his recent comments. He has been doing interviews because Ready Player One is debuting soon, and I think all these Hollywood big money elite are in a Hollywood bubble, and I think it burst already. You do have an occasional blockbuster that makes $1 billion worldwide, but here is the difference. Only the good ones are making it, and they are few and far between. Overall, there have been many bombs, more bombs than ever before, in Hollywood. Only with Kathleen Kennedy, Lucasfilm, and all the other movie universes, they better get some perspective and start treating with their customers with respect. To say that it is a streaming movie should not be eligible for an Academy Award, I have so many issues with. Entertainment and content is changing, and the majority of things that you can watch now are in a lot of ways superior to movies being released in theaters. This really shows how scared they are. I honestly think we are living in the aftermath of the Hollywood bubble bursting. And the big point where it really burst was The Last Jedi. The Last Jedi was a tipping point. Because I think the public finally realizes when they do the same junk over and over and over again, they can mess up even Star Wars. As much as they want you to think taking on Star Wars was so hard and difficult, it didn't have to be. George set up a template. The best characters in Star Wars history were all available for Episode 9. Signed contracts. They were all there ready for use, and you messed it up. Because they didn't focus on the story, and they're still not. Now, I love movies and Star Wars, but I think this is the turning point. I respect Spielberg, but his comments show how Hollywood needs to get back to putting story first, making great content, and not fear the future, but embrace it. I want there to be great movies in theaters, but I also want them on Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu, and they should be eligible for Academy Awards too. It is a way to improve both the content put into the movie theaters and on streaming. Competition makes better content. But here again is Hollywood so happy with their bloated salaries for directors, actors, and exclusivity of premieres, red carpet treatment for themselves and for their friends, the critics. The critics fear streaming just as much as Hollywood blockbuster movies, these directors and actors. The critics do, because it makes them irrelevant when everyone gets the content at the same time. And here's where I'm going to talk about the quid pro quo relationship with the review community and how much I've lost so much respect for them all. I 1000% believe there is a problem in the review community in potential bias. And they like to address the problem in giving oversimplifications. But the world is not just black and white. Like saying actual money is the only way to be bought. That's an oversimplification. When in reality, red carpet treatment, access, and favors, along with career advancement, are very strong incentives to toe the line. Or another oversimplification, like saying, I don't see a critic would give a bad movie a good rating. Maybe not. But I definitely see a good movie being overhyped to the point where it seems great. And that's not fair to your viewers. You're calling yourself a reviewer. It's not fair. It's not genuine. It's disingenuous. And to say there's not potential for bias, that's disingenuous too. Giving these oversimplifications, treating people like they're stupid. No, we're not stupid. That's why you're getting all this backlash for The Last Jedi. The general public has had enough. They even messed up Star Wars. Taking time into consideration we live in 2018, where movie companies and the review community are scared. If everyone can see and have access to the content at the same time, you can't trick your customers anymore. They've been used to the marketing machine for years to trick the public to seeing junk movies for way too long. And it just doesn't work anymore. There is the rare occasion for a success, but those are good movies. That's all that matters. Make it good. People will come. Critics, Hollywood, and the directors have overpaid actors with their hefty fees. They're not worth it anymore. That's why all these bombs, years and years, yeah, there's an occasional success, but what have we been seeing at movie theaters in recent years? Bomb after bomb after bomb. Even the sequels aren't making it. Reboots. It's all failing. There's very few success stories. And people in the general public are finally on to Spielberg Jr. or Jar Jar Abrams too. He has just been rinse and repeat copying Spielberg all the way along. Now we're in how in the world will he wrap up this trilogy? It is a mess. Episode 7 and 8 are supposed to be within days of each other. Meanwhile, plot lines are completely dropped, even though they take place very close in a timeline. That makes it even more jarring, and the flow of the trilogy horrible. And talk about the flow of the trilogy. Now, episode 9, they're finally going to jump time, a few years later, with all the good characters gone and no story left to tell. With a director that is copy and a generic Spielberg, basically. He has some talent, but he's just all he's doing is playing off the nostalgia of movie fans and just copying. What is he going to do to wrap this up? It's going to be a mess. They all need to get a clue, and that's why it's so important we not support this junk and boycott hard. And May with Solo. Boycott hard! Sorry. Boycott hard for Solo. We can't support this junk anymore. Out of touch Hollywood still doesn't realize the damage they've done. Let's show them. And let's support great movies, stories, films, and content no matter where it is viewed. And that includes on Netflix, Amazon, and Hulu. This is a great way to have competition and to bring the quality up. And that's why they fear it so much. They fear it and the critics fear it because they're more irrelevant when there's a smarter audience and they have content at the same time. That's why I think they fear streaming so much. I would love to know your thoughts on it. And I'm really looking forward to Ready Player One. I think Spielberg still has some greatness left in him. The recent movies haven't been as good of quality. But I don't think J.J. Abrams is as good as he thinks he is. I would like it if he pulled off episode 9. I just don't see it happening. What do you think? Can he pull it off? I don't think so. Especially not with this short time frame, and it's not going to wrap up loose plot threads that were destroyed in The Last Jedi. And here's to the viewer comment. JD284. I appreciate all your comments. I'm really trying to keep a shout out in every video, so keep your comments coming. Looks like the fans are having the last laugh on that Ryan idiot. The Last Jedi has all but bombed on Amazon Video. It's not in the top 100. Take a look. Great comment. I checked the top 100. I didn't see it either. I want to check. Tell me if you viewers know the same. Is it really not in the top 100 when it's a recent release? I knew Jumanji was there when he's provided a link too. So look at his comment on the previous video. But I don't see it either. And that's pathetic. A Star Wars movie debuting on HD in the recent weeks, and it's not in the top 100. So that's really a sign that people are done. It doesn't matter how much we talk about this. I love talking about Star Wars. I love talking with you viewers. But the reality is, I think the general public is done with Star Wars. I think they're sick of it. The people that say, oh yeah, I like The Last Jedi, they don't care anymore. They're not talking about it anymore. The hardcore fans are fed up, and so is the general public. And I don't think they realize it yet. So that's why it's so important we tell them. And this is where I remind all of you viewers, you don't have to follow me anywhere. Patreon stinks. As movie fans, we're nickel and dimed everywhere. You don't need it from your representation on YouTube. Just comment below. And following is creepy. Anyway, so just talk with me, movie fans. All right, see you on the next hot topic. Bye.